All right, folks, so we are going to get started on showing you guys how to upload the mp3 file that we just cut and getting that uploaded to SoundCloud. So after you go ahead and get logged into SoundCloud, this is the type of screen that you're going to see. And the first thing we're going to do is go up top here where it says upload. We'll click the upload and it'll bring you to a new screen. Now, uh, basically we're just going to follow the prompts here, and we're going to choose the file to upload. We're going to go into the public 2016 or soon to be 2017 messages folder, and this is the file that we just created. So we're going to open that up. Now, as it's going through the process of doing the upload and the conversion, we're going to do a couple things here. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take out all of the hyphens here, with the exception of the one that goes between uh, the AM and the actual title here. So I'm just remove all of these and change that to a capital just to give it a little bit more of a uniform look. All right, so that's our title there. And we're going to change our genre. I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom of that list, and we're going to select religion and spirituality, obviously. Now, for the tags that we're going to put on this to make it searchable within SoundCloud and other platforms as well, we're going to go to a file here, and this particular file is located inside the podcast tags folder inside of the uncut sermons folder. Same place that we pulled the raw podcast file from. We're going to go into there. There's a folder in there called podcast tags, and we're going to pick the appropriate tag date. Okay, so inside here, these are all the podcast tags that we created while the sermon was actually going on, and even a description of what today's sermon was about, or what this evening's um, uh, Bible study was about. So it's a really simple thing. We're just going to take all of the tags here, and we're going to copy and then come back over here, and we're going to paste these in as is, and it'll automatically insert the hashtags for us, which is great. And then from there we'll go for the description of the track. We're going to go right back to the file. We're going to copy and paste that directly in, and the next thing we need to do is come up top where it says permissions. By default, SoundCloud will not allow downloads of individual files, so we have to go in and actually enable it here. Okay, so once we do that, we can come back to the basic info, and the last thing we need here is to update the image that we created through either Typorama or through WordSwag. So I click update image, and we're going to go into the miscellaneous pictures folder, and we're going to find that file. Now, by default, each of these pictures needs to be at least 1400 by 1400 pixels. So usually, just to be on the safe side, when we edit these, we make sure that they're at least 1450 by 1450. So I'm going to go ahead and open this. Now, once it's in here, you can recenter it if you need to, but I think right about here should be good. And the last thing we want to do, this is still processing, but we're going to go ahead and save it. Now, there is actually an option here to go ahead and save on Facebook, Twitter, or Tumblr. We're not going to do that at the outset. I'm going to show you how that's going to be done in a later video. So we'll go ahead and click save here. And this is still taking a little bit of time to produce or to finish rendering on the back end. But you get a basic idea of what this is going to look like once once it's available for people to actually go in and start playing it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a step back out to the home screen here. And once that's finished, it should pop up here on the screen. So we'll give that just a minute. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take a side step here, and we're going to take a look at producing the same file in a service called Whooshkaa. Now, I'm pretty sure most of you aren't familiar with Whooshkaa, but it's very similar to SoundCloud. And what this actually gives us the ability to do is to embed our our podcast directly into Facebook for continuous play directly from somebody's newsfeed. So not sure if you guys have played around with it or not yet, but when when our podcasts are being uploaded through the website, or I'm sorry, through Facebook now, they're actually able to be played as you continue scrolling through while you're on Facebook. Another pretty cool feature about it is that once the once you're in the console, and let me just take a step back here and go back to SoundCloud. Just want to make sure that this got uploaded. Let's see. Okay, awesome. So this is our file, and let me open up a different window for Whooshkaa. Now, Whooshkaa, like I was saying, it's very similar to SoundCloud, but SoundCloud doesn't give us the ability to play directly from Facebook. It actually works sort of like a web link and just links you out to SoundCloud. Uh, cool thing about Whooshkaa is that we'll be able to play directly through from Facebook. But there's another really cool feature about this too, and I want to point that out now before I show you the upload process. But it actually gives you the ability to create highlights, so snippets of your MP3 based on which segment that you want to produce. So this is another cool feature that we're going to be using as well, just to kind of give people a quick taste of what that particular message was about, and get people to click through to listen through and hopefully hear the entire message. So let me take a step back here, and we're just going to go ahead and I want to upload, or excuse me, create a new episode. All right, so we're going to do the same exact things as we did for SoundCloud for each of the particular sections here. So first things first, we'll go in, get the old file. Okay, so we got our MP3 file, and that's uploading now. So we're going to come back up top here. Now, what we're going to do is basically go in. I'm going to click on this little pencil thing here, and I'm going to copy and paste directly from SoundCloud into Whooshkaa. Alright, so I've got our description here. We're going to come back, pop that in here. Now the tags work a little bit different with Whooshkaa than they do with SoundCloud. If we look at our file here, there are no spaces, no sort of hashtags or anything here. But what we actually need to insert is commas at the end of each of these. So we'll just go through and do that one at a time. Pretty simple. And what this will do is it will tell Whooshkaa that it needs to insert the hashtags. which they don't show up here, but these act as the commas actually act as separators so that you have individual tags, very much the way that we have the individual tags here on SoundCloud. So those three areas are full, and we just need a picture. So we're going to choose, go back, we'll grab our picture here. Same sort of requirement. We still need at least 1400 by 1400. We're good there. Open that. That's been inserted. That's great. So we have all the files in there that we need. We've got all the descriptions, tags, title, everything is uploaded there. So now we just got to create the episode. Clicking the button here, and we are good to go. All right. So if you take a look here, it's already been uploaded, and we've got a few different things that we can do with the file here. I talked a little bit about the highlight. Probably going to show that in a later video. But the main function that we have here is the share function, and it gives us the option to share this out on social media. Usually I'm angling to put these on Facebook, like I said, because it gives us the opportunity to play directly from the news feed. But we also have the opportunity to share this in YouTube, which I think is kind of cool too. But we probably won't use this function too much for the time being. I'm still sort of testing it out to see how it works, but once I do, I'll probably shoot a video for that and give you guys an update on how that works. At any rate, that is how you do the uploads for both SoundCloud and Whooshkaa. If you guys have any questions, absolutely feel free to ask. And I suppose that's it for right now. Thanks.